He's a recovering politician,
and this is his therapy.
David Maderia on 94.3 FM, The Talker.
All right, so you wanted good news. This is what you wanted. Here it is. I'm joined in the studio by Katie Leonard and Catherine Wynn from Johnson College. I'm delighted to have you both here. I've just learned about this concept of a maker fair. Can you tell our listeners about maker fairs?
Sure. So the Scranton Mini Maker Faire is a show and tell fair for people of all ages. It gathers a bunch of people from who make things. So
now the concept isn't new. It's not a Scranton idea, right?
No, it's actually part of a national maker movement, and the White House actually just had one this last month. So
and the concept is that you want to focus attention on people who are inventing things, making things happen, either individuals or teams of individuals.
Exactly.
So it's very entrepreneurial. It's very much about, opportunities. So tell me about where we're at with the Scranton Maker Faire, because that's coming up here shortly, right?
Sure. So it's on a Saturday, October 4th, at Johnson College from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And we just launched our call for makers. So anyone, if you make something, also food vendors, we want you to be a part. Go to ScrantonMakerFair.com and go to our makers tab and apply to be a maker at our fair.
Catherine, give me some examples of things that I might make that would qualify me to be at the Maker Fair.
Sure. So we actually have, since we launched our call for makers last week, we have about 15 makers far who've applied, including letterpress printing, 3D laser holograms, different product innovations, crafts, and engineering. So it's a very wide spectrum of people who make.
So it could be arts, it could be
arts
industry.
And crafts. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Do you have to be an established business, or is it an idea that you'd like to launch, get off the ground, get people to see?
Yeah, you could be a tinkerer in your garage or at home.
You know how long it's been since I've heard somebody use the word tinkerer?
We use it all the time.
Holy cow, Catherine. What a great Did you go to Johnson College?
I didn't. No.
Wow, what a great education. She knows what a tinkerer is.
That's right.
Katie Leonard, the Senior VP of College Advancement, is here in the studio as well. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. What, from the perspective of the college, is you're embracing this whole concept of a maker fair? Why?
Absolutely. It fits exactly with our mission. This is who we are. We make things. We create things. We're a technical college. We've been around for over 100 years. So we have everything from automotive technology, getting into C&G in the gas industry, veterinary technology, precision machining, advanced manufacturing. So for us, this is sort of one of our ways in which we can bring Johnson College into the community in a more fuller way. It's sort of like a gift to the community, to the Scranton area, to celebrate everything that is maker.
It's very interesting because, of course, in the previous segment, we had Hannah in doing the history segment about Ellis Island, and the idea, one of the core quintessential ideas of America was that you could come here from anywhere. It didn't matter what your family background was. If you had an idea and if you were willing to work hard and apply yourself and engage other people in that process, you had a chance that you could make it. And it was up to you. It was up to your effort. And that's really kind of what the concept is behind the Maker Faire. Who are some of the other people involved in this project?
We have some great sponsors. We have Lamar Advertising has been wonderful. Cabot Oil and Gas, Garrity Supermarkets, PNC Bank. I'm not sure if I'm missing anybody, but those are some of our major sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
And it's being headed up by Johnson College. Yeah, PP&L, I think you maybe mentioned them. Frontier, Pen 3D.
Yes.
That's the 3D printer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, PNC Bank, yep. Johnny's Car Wash, Marquee Art and Frame. Mm-hmm. And there's availability for people to become sponsors.
Oh, absolutely. We always have great opportunities for sponsors. As Catherine said, you can go to the website, ScrantonMakerFair.com, and there's a lot more detailed information there.
Click on the sponsors link if they want to get involved. So the call right now, the event is October 4th, but the call, and that was the day, by the way, my wife made our first son. But the call is going out right now for sponsors, businesses that want to be involved in encouraging entrepreneurship and invention and making, and then also people who want to demonstrate their wares. So I have a friend who does like a lot of crafts, and especially local area crafts, and highlights them at her store. This would be a great venue for her, right?
Absolutely. That would be perfect for her.
So what does it cost to be involved as a maker?
So just to show what you do and make is absolutely free.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's free.
Thanks to the sponsors.
Yes.
That's right. Thank you.
If you're a commercial maker, so if you actually want to sell what you make, it's just $25 to set up your booth.
So if you have something that you want to show that you make but is not for sale, that's also an option.
Sure.
Okay, so it's not just for commercial makers. It's anybody
Exactly.
who's proud about something they've made.
Yes.
Give me some more ideas about what things could be. Like, for instance, let's say that I've got a car that I've converted to run on natural gas. Because we mentioned natural gas.
Yes.
Is that something that would show up at a Maker Faire?
Yes, we actually are going to be having a car that's running on natural gas from Cabot.
And you didn't even tell me that.
That's
I know. You already know. You're a pro at this.
How cool is that? What else? Give me some other ideas of businesses that might want to be involved.
And Keystone Automation is very interested, so they do engineering, manufacturing, just making really cool products in the food industry.
Robots, music. We have, someone involved with how they put together different sounds and music and how music is made.
All right. So tell me about the day. Let's get to October 4th. So we're looking for businesses that want to get behind this, who want to encourage entrepreneurship and invention and creativity. We've got people who've done that kind of thing or are planning to, and we're going to hustle now, but for the October 4th deadline. What's the experience going to be like for those of us who attend on October 4th?
So it's a very unique event. It's sort of hard to explain unless you actually experience it. But it's just all of these makers. We have going to be in our gym area. We're going to have a tent in our cafeteria, and all of these makers are going to have 10 by 10 spaces and just interacting. It's a learning experience. Just to see how things are made. It's not just what's made, but it's the process behind of how it's made. So they get to show and tell actually what they've made, and we're going to have a kids zone. So it's very kid friendly. It's going to be interactive. We already have a few companies who are interested in coming and bringing things so kids can make something, hands-on experience, and bring it home with them.
What does it cost to attend the Scranton Maker Faire?
So adults are $5, kids and students are free, but it's a fundraising event, so all proceeds benefit our Innovation and Opportunity Fund at Johnson College, which specifically funds future endeavors at Johnson College that promote technology, innovation, and advancement on campus.
So tell me more about this Innovation and
Opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about that fund.
Sure. This is something that we wanted to sort of give back to the campus community, because this is going to be entirely volunteer-driven from people from the community, our faculty and staff. Everybody across campus has embraced this and is getting involved. So we developed this Innovation and Opportunity Fund in that entrepreneurial spirit for those, faculty and staff on campus that have an innovative idea that maybe need a little bit of seed money outside of our normal operating budget that, they can kind of apply and give a presentation on their idea, and then there'll be like a committee set up to be able to pick an idea each year, and the money raised for that will actually kind of seed these projects and kind of watch them grow, and then we'll sustain them over time.
Here's what I want to do, because I love this idea. I'm an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur. I've been involved in lots of startup businesses, and I love the idea of encouraging people. So here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to have you guys back. It's July. We've got August, September, October. I'd like to have you back in August and September to continue to tell the story, continue to remind people about this, because I think what Johnson College is doing is very important here. And Katie, I want to emphasize the importance of the technical. We talk a lot about technological. We want high-tech companies, blah, blah, blah. When in fact the technical is a really important aspect of not only our history, but our future, because it doesn't matter how much fancy software you write. If you don't have hardware to run it on, if you don't have the cars that you need to get from here to there and the new inventions, you're not gonna have a functioning economy. And one of the things that Johnson College does, and I know we've had Mark Volk from Lackawanna College here. In fact, he just testified in Congress about CNG a little bit ago. One of the things that I think is very poorly understood here in northeastern Pennsylvania is the incredible opportunities that the technical colleges provide.
Yeah, our graduates, every program is 2 years. We have 2 certificate programs. And our graduates, even when the economy is not so good in this area, our graduates are still finding jobs. We're very proud of our placement rate. At time of graduation, graduation, our students on average have a 70% placement rate. That's at time of graduation in their field.
And so, you don't have an underwater basket weaving degree?
No.
Or women's philosophy from the 14th century?
No, sorry. And these are really good family-sustaining, paying jobs that, a lot of students, we have one student from our diesel truck technology program who 5 years out of college, he's a service manager making over 6 figures. I mean, these are very talented. I know I always say, well, a lot of good my English degree is doing.
Yeah, DC hates these interviews because he goes, and I'm a board operator and a DJ. And I've got my college degree and I've got these. But it is very important for people to realize that there are opportunities.
Like our students are in demand.
Yeah.
We've heard from our, in the vet tech field to radiology to automotive, any of our industry partners that we meet with, they say, you can't produce these skilled technicians fast enough. There are jobs, they're good paying jobs, and, they're very creative as well.
And rewarding. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, really rewarding work. Not mundane, not routine, but really rewarding.
No, you have to be a troubleshooter. You have to know like a little bit of everything. You have to think, fast on your feet and have good customer service skills, and that's what our students are all about.
Well, you guys are incredibly fast on your feet, and I appreciate you being here in the studio to talk about, you bet, the Scranton Mini Maker Faire. Folks, it's October 4th, but right now is when you need to go to Scranton Maker Faire, and by the way, it's F-A-I-R-E.
Yes,
so we're using a little old English there. The ScrantonMakerFaire.com is the website. There's information for sponsors, for vendors, for attendees, for volunteers, all kinds of information. It's a really great website. And I'm really glad to have you here from Johnson College. It's Katie Leonard, the Senior VP of College Advancement, and then also Catherine Wynn, a Development Associate at Johnson College. I'm delighted to be promoting this, and as soon as we go off the air, let's schedule our next visit. Can we do that?
You got it.
All right, folks, don't go away.
Thank
We'll
you.
be right back with the David Maderia Show.